Hey everybody, this is Gaynor Meilke from the Conscious Success Plan. Today I want to talk about the social introduction over the past few years of performative goodness. And it's becoming something that people are expressing their values as being good and kind, which used to be something that was more of an internal way of thinking, into something that is being leveraged to either manipulate others or to I guess elevate the person without it actually being a authentic trait of theirs. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I think interesting. It's an interesting reflection of our social media obsession in some circles, but then also, how people are showing up and what they share and how, authenticity can actually be um, reduced in the search for approval. So some of the ways that this performative goodness shows up in some and I've got the list of unwritten rules that will be in an article in Plan C magazine soon and on our blog. But unwritten rule number one is that goodness must be seen to count. Instead of doing something just because it's the right thing to do, people are doing it in order to get more approval. It must be done quickly, so there's got to be an immediate payoff instead of potentially spending months or even years on a project that is good. They become um, looking for a quick hit of approval by doing something good. Keeping it palatable, goodness palatable, meaning that instead of doing something that's hard or makes you stand up at a very deep level for something, we're just looking for things that our culture deems as the things that we identify as being good. So, instead of uh, standing up against something, you just go with the group think of, well, these are safe things to try to change, instead of when you see something that's unjust or unfair or doesn't align with your values, but it's too much trouble, you don't stand up for that. And then symbolic gestures over messy responsibility kind of goes hand in hand with what I just said, is that things that are the good thing to do or the right thing to do can be messy. Sometimes you need humility to apologize. Sometimes you need humility in an organization. Sometimes you need to admit that you're wrong. And that can be um, hard for people, but but that shows your goodness when you're willing ultimately to take accountability and responsibility for things. So instead, it's, the symbolic, some people might throw money at something, or some people might um, match their private um, agenda with a cause in order to get it working that way, in their favor. And protect the image at all costs. So rather than really using goodness as an internal compass and something that you do because it's part of your personal authentic fabric, you do it because it makes you look good as well. So even when growth might mean acknowledging missteps, we're kind of taking the easy way out and smoothing over something that we may not even agree with, just to maintain face. And then letting performance become your identity. So I'm a do-gooder, but I'm not really a do-gooder. I'm just trying to curate a persona of doing that. And so this is something just to be aware of, and sometimes it's unconscious. So I hope that you'll read the article when it comes out, and then also just take an inventory of what you think real goodness and kindness is instead of what you think society has trained you it is. Anyway, that's just a little bit of conscious success that really touches all areas of your life. So going again from, as Dr. Shefali would say, the form of goodness and kindness to the formlessness of it, and getting authentically underneath who you really are and what goodness and kindness aligns with that. Because I believe that we're all good and kind when we don't paper over it with cultural and societal and personal agendas. So something to think about. And until next time, we'll hope that you keep well and keep upskilling for life in love, identity, family, and your enterprise.